Hold on, let me see something. I'm trying to put something in motion real quick. All right. Bear with me for a quick second. Let me make sure I dot my I's. And cross my T's. All right, boom, there you go. Oh my, I think I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Man, what's the dinner there? Should play a part of Bobby WAJ, and I'm coming at you with some more 4 extra news. But now I got a question. In light of the situation that has this unfortunate situation, this self-inflicted, but yet still unfortunate situation that has befallen 4 extra, with his homies coming out clowning him, saying, certain things. And I'm gonna play the video. I don't want to misquote him and things of that nature, but I gotta pose the question: is the neighborhoods the most divided car in Los Angeles County? Because we continue. Hey, Slum Ball TV, what's the dinner there? Dummy Dodger, peace and blessings. What's the dinner there, man? Hey, we're continually seeing the NH card display their inner conflicts all over the internet. We've seen it with Spider Loke and several of his homies. We've seen it with Nina Boy and a few more of his homies. We've seen it with the 6-0s, even though some people say that those rolling 60s wasn't authentic. Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and a few others. Now we're seeing it with the rolling 40s. The rolling 40s have now become the prominent neighborhood crip set. Even getting more notoriety and getting more recognition. Johnny Robinson, what's the dinner there? Peace and blessings to you and yours. Even getting more notoriety as of late and more acknowledgement than the Rolling 60s. And if you from LA, the Rolling 60s always being the face of the neighborhoods. You feel me? When you think about neighborhood crip, the first set to pop in mind isn't the East Coasters, isn't the 40s and everything else that's under that car or that's in that car and under that umbrella. But it's been the 40s, man. The 40s have now become like a prominent figure, not figure, but a prominent set in these YouTube streets. But now we're seeing even division amongst them. So I have to pose a question: is the neighborhood Crips the most divided car in these internet streets, in these social media, platforms or whatnot? You know what I mean? You see how this unfortunate but self-inflicted situation has befallen 4 extras, and we're gonna get into some content. I'm gonna show you what his homie had to say, man. It's crazy because me being an affiliate and a representative of where I'm from, no matter how severe the situation is, I don't foresee myself coming to the internet and saying F any of my homies. Unless you a buster, a mark, a pussy, a chump, just utterly just boo-boo, just bunk, just no good. Like, I may come on this motherfucker and go yeah on you, potentially. But a chain is only as strong as the weakest link. It's not a proper representation of anybody's set when you come to the internet and you broadcast your dirty laundry for the public to see. It shows division, homie. Especially in a time like this, to where your homie is the face of, if we're gonna be realistic, some people associate him with being the face of cripping as of right now. Now you got a lot of damus, you got a lot of individuals that's putting this brother under attack. So is this the correct time for his homies to come on the internet and say certain things towards him? Let's get into the content. I don't want to say nothing. We just gonna get into it. Hold on, man. This is crazy. Hold on.
Earlier.
Just want to say, man, shout out to Young and Hefe. Thank you for bringing us this content. And as you all know, if you want the messy and the latest and the juicy content, please go on over there and subscribe to Young and Hefe. Shout out to Young and Hefe. Let's get into the content. Let's take it back just a smidge. Just a smidge, like right there.
I had covered the content with Tiny Husterfoots from Rolling 40s, you know what I'm saying? And him acting for
Neighborhood business with Young and Hefe being under that gangster car. I don't know if that was the correct time to cover that type of content. Oh, you beefing with your homie? Oh, Wooty Whoop, man, come on here and give me that messy shit. Come give me all the juicy content and gossip. Oh, I'm gonna go viral with this one. Was this the right time? See, what we're seeing right now, homie, is something that's actually prevalent in the black community. A motherfucker suffer from some type of loss. A motherfucker suffer from some type of reduction in either social status, financial situation, and start experiencing some type of hardship, whether it's medically or financially, psychologically. And the first thing motherfuckers want to do is exact. I think it's exact. Is it exact? I think it's exact their revenge. Niggas want to come and now niggas hate you. Nigga, why you ain't hate me when I was able-bodied? Why you ain't hate me when I was sound mind? Why you ain't hate me when I could have pulled up on you and put these motherfucking things on you or hit you with that? You know what I mean? So everybody now want to broadcast they hate. Everybody want to make a mockery of this dude. Have 4Extra been an internet presence that's entertaining? Fuck yeah, he's super entertaining. Have he said some things that can intimidate weak beta males? Most definitely. A lot of dudes feel emasculated by this brother's crip version of masculinity. So now that he's disabled, he's officially disabled now. Now everybody want to come out the woodworks. Oh, 4Extra, no. Ha 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 ha. I'm glad. Like, come on, homie. We never supposed to wish death and despair upon others. You never supposed to laugh at a man's misfortune. Because as I've said before, today me, tomorrow you. He may have blew his hand off. You may get one of these social media podcasters or vloggers, people who broadcast via social media. Next week, we may be hearing about them getting noodled. Somebody may find themselves in an unfortunate situation to where now they ushering you off the prison, whether it's some shit that you did or you didn't do. And you standing before that judge in that arena where they know not to show mercy to no niggas. And you know what you're going to do? Please, God, get me up out of this one. Please, God, if you can just get me out of this one, I will. But in the Bible, it says something to the effect of how you say you love me, or how could you ask me for forgiveness and you don't love your brother, or you don't give forgiveness to your brother who you see in me, you cannot see. So be mindful of that. Because some of us is about to get some heartbreaking news about health, whether it's your personal health or the health of somebody in your family. This shit is not a game. And 4Extra is he the epitome of it now. You can speak shit into existence. But my thing is this: why niggas ain't have all this aggression and all this hate and all this animosity towards the brother when he had it, when he had both heads? Like, where's this shit coming from? I know he say he run phase and he bash dudes and do this and do that, but we ain't really had nobody to step up, come up and say, oh yeah, he everything that he say he is. Oh yeah, I was in the county with him and this transpired. He really did fight 10 dudes and he really did. Come on, homie. And then, we're just going to get into the content.
extras on Instagram. Adding 4Extra on Instagram saying, he was an East Side dressing dude, a dude off the East Side, basically a red.
So this is the thing. What you mean by that? He's the East Side dressing dude. What you mean? See, that's what I be saying, like, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you. They say that cats from LA have a superiority complex. And when they go out of Los Angeles, they take these complexes with them to where they feel and they think and they act as if they're better than individuals. Don't take that shit personal, because the same thing that you see when you run across LA dudes, it's the same shit that goes on in LA. East Side dudes feel like we a little bit more rugged. We a little bit more rough around the edges. We a little bit more inclined to bring your hat to you. West Side dudes feel like they dress better, they smell better, they perform better, they operate better. So it's even division in the LA streets. So when you see an LA dude and he has this certain superiority complex, it ain't nothing personal against you, your region, your city, your town, your state. It ain't nothing personal. That's just the mind state of cats coming up out of LA. We go through it too. It's Watts. We feel like, you know what I mean? Man, shit ain't a lot of people can't compete or compare to, to what we do and how we do what it is that we do. And that's why a lot of people emulate the way that we articulate coming from Watts. That was the deal, fool. That come from Watts. And it's a whole lot of other lingo and all this and all that, even that. And Watts, we say like a lot. And we say all this and all that, man. What's the deal like? Man, what's popping like, man? Man, baby done caked over here and all this and all that. Like, that's how we talk in Watts. But the way that we talk is prevalent because you see a lot of dudes from the West Side and other cities emulating the talk, even emulating the fashion. I can go on and talk about our contribution to the identity of Los Angeles, but I won't. But when a nigga, when the nigga Lil Huster Foot say, oh, he dressed like an East Side nigga, what you mean by that? Because you can go on the projects any day, you know what I mean? You can come to the East Side any day and you see dudes dressing like these dudes that you see in these music videos. Dudes draped down a rude. I don't wear rude. I wear Polo Ralph Lauren. That's what I wear. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not deviating from that. You feel what I'm saying? But when you go into these communities, you see dudes with the Balenciagas and, the high-end designer and all that, just like you see it on the West Side. So what you mean he dressed like an East Side nigga? Then they say 4X dressed like a Hispanic. And he dressed like this and dressed like that. So you equating us like that's slightly offensive, bro. Nigga, why you bringing the East Side in a situation that you got with your homie, you weird ass nigga? Nigga, how you dress? Nigga, where you at, you dusty ass nigga? Like, this shit just be crazy. It'd be mind-boggling. Like, what type of reputable gangbanger, cuz? What type of reputable gang member is going to come to the internet and publicly castigate his homie? His homie that, to my knowledge, isn't an pedophile, isn't an actual predator, isn't the type of person that goes out and do things that defame the hood. All this dude do is come on here, man, on 40s, on Vernon Avenue, Crenshaw, he give it up for the 40s. He's basically the Rolling 40s mascot. See, hate and envy is low vibrational energies that'll get a person in a cold twist, in a cold situation. Dudes is displaying their hatred and their envy for this brother. Personally, what have he done to you? Now they trying to say, oh, he ain't really from 40s. He a walk on. You don't think that's 40 business? You don't think that's something that y'all should handle within the 40s? Y'all should have been handled and addressed that. Don't wait till the brother fuck himself up to now niggas want to come out the woodwork and say, oh man, he ain't never lived in the hood. He never got his put on. Nigga, that ain't the world business. Nigga, that's 40 business, nigga. That's crazy. I can understand if he done got on the internet and he didn't let dudes disrespect him to his face and fire on him or, mark him out and talk crazy to him like some other internet personalities and all this. This dude been standing on what y'all call business for rolling 40s in the neighborhoods. He been pressing a cold line. And for you gangbangers out there, this shit is watered down, homie. And I pray that the Most High God send a multitude of blessings, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and insight to these youngsters. So these youngsters can see this isn't the type of life that you want to represent. This is not the type of life that you want to participate in. Because in today's time, you got more homies than unalive homies than the enemies. And this is the facts. We in a crazy era. This is a crazy generation. When one of your homies gets smacked, and one of the first things somebody asks is it inside? Was it the homies? That's crazy. But let's get back into the content.
Then basically a dude that flew there that didn't grow there. He was asking for what addresses that 4Xers had on file in the 40s. So amongst all that little smoke and that little fiasco, I finds out that this Tiny Husterfoots from Fody's guy is the brother of X.
See, this is the thing, right? Some of these dudes in these YouTube streets consider themselves to be journalists, right? Because we report on certain things, we provide commentary, so on and so forth. A good journalist, a good commentator is going to fact check everything so he's not spreading misinformation. You should not have found out, and this is for Young and Hefe. You should not have found out that this was the brother to the little nigga 4X. What? No, X4. You should have not have found that out after you did the content, because now the content is biased. This nigga feels some type of way towards 4 Extra because 4 Extra got into it with his brother. So now he's coming from a biased standpoint. So how much legitimacy does his words have when this nigga is blinded by emotions because of his attachment to his brother? You got to start doing that fact checking and all this type of shit before you come on here and commentate the health effect, whatever the fuck you call it. Come on, my nigga, start doing your research and doing your homework, because you put out a lot of, you circulate a lot of false narratives. And that shit can be counterproductive. But everybody do what they do the way that they do what they do. But you got to start asking niggas, what's your end goal? My end goal is hopefully inspiring my people to see the bigger picture and say, homie, it is absolutely pertinent. It is of the utmost importance for us to unify and distance ourselves from those who don't want to unify and those who want to continue in that foolish lifestyle and that bullshit. We ain't got that much time to be shucking and jiving and bullshitting and all this and all that. But let's get back into the content, cuz. Young Anson might be coming like Wendy Williams.
Of Explosive. Now you already know X4 and 4 Extras had their situation, had they get down going, you know what I'm saying, to where they was getting into it with each other. So now it looked like his brother, Tiny Husterfoots, have chimed in to say what I already have spoken. Now, amongst that, I'm mindful that everybody is watching. That's why I like to keep it respectful. You feel me? Always keep it respectful. Stay on term. And for the most part, I'd like to say that I'm not biased, but you know, you're going to have people that's going to have their opinion. Oh, he biased. Oh, he feel like this. He feel like that. You feel me? When you don't even have no hatred towards the situation. So, however, Big 4 Extras tapped in with me. And when he tapped in with me, the message went along the lines of basically, hey, homie, I seen your comment, Terry, and that's false. 4 Extras did get put on 40s, and he named the guys he got put on 40s by. He named, I want to say Tiny Clown.
That's some cold division right there. You got dudes from 40 neighborhood crib coming online, attempting to demean, belittle, and degrade their own homies with false narratives. Like, this is crazy. And that's why I pose the question to say, are the neighborhoods the most divided car on social media? I think so. Because every other week, every other month, we're seeing internal conflict with the neighborhoods. And this is a prominent card. This is them dudes is, you know what I mean? If you've been in prison and you didn't politic and program with these brothers, you know that these brothers is up there like the Hub and Dub, the gangsters as well. But to see all this internal strife and turmoil, man, it's saddening. It's heartbreaking. The neighborhoods is one of the most used to be one of the most unified cars it was outside the gangsters. But more so the neighborhoods, because a lot of the neighborhoods didn't beef. I mean, you didn't had 40s get into it with the 90s, they worked it out. You didn't had, different neighborhoods get into it with each other, they worked it out. But when you get to the Hub and Dub shit, we damn near beef with everybody in the car. You got the gangsters, they beef. You feel what I'm saying? You got the 5 Trey Avalons, the beef with the 4 Trey gangster Crips, and you know what I mean? It's internal beef. But with the neighborhoods, it didn't appear to be, that much division amongst them. And this is for the east side neighborhoods as well as the west side neighborhoods. When I say the east side neighborhoods, I'm talking about the East Coast neighborhood Crips. But let's get back into the content, man. This is a major indicator of what's going on in our communities and what is the state of gangbanging today. And I want to follow this up with a Bible scripture, right? Even though I'm not a Christian and I don't subscribe to religion, that book of philosophy, that book has some profound teachings in it. It said in the end, that book of philosophy and prophecies, let me put that out there. Even though the Caucasians got their hand on it and they diluted it and they omitted a lot of things and substituted those things with a lot of fallacious inaccuracies and so on and so forth. But I will say this. In the Bible, it's saying the end of days of man's enemies will be of what? His own household. That's our family. You want to know why cousins is getting into it, why siblings is getting into it and not talking. And I'm a victim of that. But I just have arrived to a point in my life to where if we're not vibrating on the same frequency, it's fuck you. On PJ, on Steve-O. I love all my siblings. But if we're not vibrating on the same frequency, if you have shown that you are more of this than you are more of that, then I can't fuck with you. Because even in the Bible, it talk about it's going to be a great divide. But it talks about the farmer. It says the farmer goes out and he collects the good wheat and the good barley and he puts it into the barn. He stores it in the barn. And then he collects the bad wheat and the bad barley and he burns it. That's a major separation. Also in the Bible, the individual that we call Jesus, for those who are unlearned, but Yeshua say, do not think that I come back to bring peace, because they call him the Prince of Peace. No, do not think that I come back to bring peace, for I do not. I come back with a sword. What is a sword used for? It's an instrument for war. Do not think that I come back to bring peace, for I do not. I come with a sword. I come to put what? Brother against brother, father against son, mother against daughter, in-laws against in-laws. So you're going to lose some relationships with your family because that great divide is happening, homie. And it's happening right before our very eyes. On a personal level, on a community level, on a societal level, certain individuals that we categorize and classify as close associates, good acquaintances, friends, relatives, oh, we about to start fucking with them. Because the frequency is changing. The genetic codes that's coming from the sun is changing us. We are morphing into something other than what we were. Some people aren't going to change. They're going to continue in that certain way of life. And this is the truth. I'm keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you, baby. Listen, homie. One of my family members that I would have put it on the line for, we don't talk no more. And word is bond, being that I understand the dynamics that's going on, even though that person doesn't understand what's going on spiritually, we will never fuck with each other again. There's no death in the family, all praise be to the Most High God, that can reconnect us. There's no injury. There's no misfortune. There's no aggressions against certain people that'll make me reconnect with you. It's dead. It's over. It's a wrap. It's done. All praise be to the Most High God, but a lot of us got to catch on. If you can't catch on and catch up, baby, this shit is real. This division is real. Don't be deceived by certain things that's created to deceive you. Even with this AI shit, it's developing to the point to where we ain't gonna know what's reality and what's fictitious. We ain't gonna be able to distinguish the two. So if you can't distinguish the two with perceiving it with your visual eyes, what you got to do? You got to be more spiritually inclined. Remember, I was sharing with y'all about the clairvoyance and the clair this and the clair that. We got to get more into our spiritual bag so that we can detect, so that we can have an increased spirit of discernment. Oh, no. That ain't it. Oh, no. Them niggas plotting. Oh, no. This person could be my downfall. It's so much fraudulent fake shit in today's society to where we're going to start confusing fake shit with real shit. We're going to think it's real. That ain't real. All these false narratives, all this fake news, all this abundance of information. It's so much information out there, homie, to where if you're not conscious and you're not vibrating on that righteous frequency, you're going to be deceived. And certain deceptions is going to be to your detriment and your ruin. If you can't catch up, then baby, catch on. Let's get back into the content.
I want to say Baby KS, and I'm not sure if T-Rock, not sure. But I know Clown and Baby KS, rest in peace, was for sure two of the names that he named. So, in fact,
that motherfucker hit.
Today I'm going to make a beat for NBA Youngboy.
I bet you are.
From what was said, he was put on. And this was from somebody who brought 4 extras to the 40s. If I'm speaking correct, I want to say that's what he told me. I don't want to go all into my Instagram message box and record the messages. You know, that was just a little conversation between me and him. You know, he was tapping in on some black time. So like I said.
Pause. I don't understand that. So if you can refer to your Instagram chat box, right, to give the proper and the accurate information, why wouldn't you do that? You can't say I don't want to do that because I don't want to report. Nigga, what you doing now is reporting. What the fuck? But instead of reporting inaccuracies, how about you accurately report what it was so that people don't misconstrue the narrative that you put out there? That's crazy. This nigga is telling us about the conversation that they had, but did he say, I don't want to report? What the fuck, nigga? You already reported. The hypocrisy. These niggas is crazy, cuz. Am I the only one that be seeing this shit, cuz? Am I the only one that's viewing this shit through a spiritual lens? This shit is crazy, homie. And you think shit is crazy now. Oh, no, baby. This shit about to get wicked. It's about to get real wicked. And you're going to start seeing it in a lot of these content creators and all this shit too. The spirit of the deception. The spirit of wickedness. The spirit of division. Even the spirit of perversion. Yeah. That Judas spirit is on a lot of these niggas too. And you about to start seeing it all on the internet in these content creators. So one day you may be sitting back and you may be watching, observing some of the content that's made by, you know, these urban content creators, specifically right now, specifically coming out of Los Angeles. In a way that a person gesticulate, that's the way you talk with your hands, neck movements, and all this and all that. While they articulate, you're gonna be like, man, that seemed kind of, yeah, that's that. You're gonna start getting revelations revealed to you about certain people's character. Don't question it. That is what it is. You may watch some content and be like, damn, that nigga seem like he may be a snitch. Or damn, that nigga seem like he may be a pedo. Or damn, that nigga seem like he the type of nigga that'll set a nigga up. If it comes to you spiritually, that's what it is. But don't be biased. And you can't be vibrating from a low frequency, because if you're vibrating from a low frequency, everything that you receive is going to be from a perspective of a person who's vibrating from a low frequency. Increase your frequency, my nigga. If you can't catch on, then catch up, my nigga. And if you can't catch up, then catch on, baby. Let's get into the content.
He was explaining that. It was like, basically, you can't take nothing away from 4 extras, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, man, what is this dude talking about? You know, I'm just speaking on the situation because it was sent to me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to support.
This nigga take a lot of shit offensively. A lot of shit offensively. It seemed like he got thin skin. That's what it seemed like. I'm like, what are you talking about? Nigga, you reported on it. You shared it on your platform. But it seems like in y'all conversation, the brother wasn't talking about you specifically. He's just letting people know y'all can't take nothing away from 4 extra due to the false narrative or the narrative that his homie Tiny Hooster Foots put out there. So you can't take nothing from 4 Extra. And it seemed like he was confirming and giving you affirmation that 4 Extra is official. So how did you take it as if he was directly coming after you to the point to you like, what is you talking about? Let's get into the content.
And I couldn't believe that one of his homies had hopped out there and was going yeah like that on him. So he basically confirmed to me that that was X4 brother, that's in-house, a little situation they got going on. We kind of further wrapped a little more. He let me know he watched the channel. Salute to him, you know what I'm saying, because he understand and he know that in my approach, for the most part, I'm not coming biased on nothing.
Pause. In the same broadcast, y'all here witnessing this with me. He said he's not biased. And then he changes his stance and he said, for the most part, I am not biased. It's either you're not biased or for the most part, you're not biased. When you say for the most part, that means most of the time, generally, often, I am not biased. But it still indicates that there is still biases in your content, in your perspective, in your expressions. See, that's what I'm saying, man. The hypocrisy, man. The hypocrisy. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't too much like red, but my favorite color is red. Like, nigga, what the These niggas is crazy, cuz. Let's get into the content, cuz. This is heavy. This is some heavy shit, babe.
It is what it is. I'm gonna tell you my opinion and how I feel, and if your opinion just different, that's just what it is. But definitely said 4 Extras was put on, and 4 Extras is not a resident. So with that being said, now it look like X4, the brother of Hooster Foots, have decided to chime in, and we about to play this video and audio, and y'all already know it's the Hef way and the Hef effect. We're gonna commentate.
Check this out, homie. I am from the community of Watts, Imperial Course housing projects to be specific, right? And I know how messy internal conflict can become. I know how disfavorable homie, disreputable homie, this influential homie getting into it with this influential, reputable, favorable homie can create a civil war and division. Back to that division. And what do we know about division that the Bible teaches us? What does the Bible teaches us about division? A house divided cannot stand. But this is the type of shit that can create a civil war. This is the type of situation that if the right people don't insert themselves, inject themselves in the midst of this, in the middle of this, this can lead to homies plotting, planning, and strategizing to do some crazy shit to homies. That's crazy, homie. That ain't fly. That ain't cool. Just because it's content and you report, that don't mean that all content is should be reportable. Like, what I mean? You gotta start deciphering, like, should I, what I mean? Because when you lose the essence like that, homie, it seems like you're here for nefarious reasons, not genuine reasons, you know what I mean? But everybody got their own walk, everybody got their own way of doing things. Let's get back into the content. Baby love, what's the dinner deal? How you feeling? Peace and blessings to you and yours on the Renner Deals.
A nigga was playing with them explosives and blew his shit off. Dead homies. A nigga blew his motherfucking hand off, cuz. Come on, cuz. Nigga told you not to play with them explosives, cuz. The West Side folks. Dead homies. He wearing them explosives off the back. Hey, on the dead homies. Ain't no more taking over the BI deal. They gonna beat your stupid ass. Hey, I'm gonna put my hand behind my back and cover, cuz. You wanna say? Off the back, a nigga already got one in, cuz. That's funny. Hey, you know the nigga on Family Guy with the stick hand? Nigga got the stick hand on Family Guy, cuz, on the dead homie. That's hilarious, cuz. Karma is real. That's the kind of smut this scripted, bitch. I ain't never been a PC a day in my life. For the dead homies, I'm a high power crit, 3100, Baker Road, stupid. Dead Obies. Karma struck quick. God spit the block for me. Off the back, 3D. Dead Obies. All right.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court.
Off the back, 3D. Dead Obies. All right.
Okay, so Munchie B, I don't remember where Munchie B. I don't think that was Munchie B. It might have been Braves. I don't know where one of them got that assumption that 4 Extras and X4 was really cool and it was a play.
Pause. Now that he mentioned Daredevil. Yeah, and I said it. I call Munchie B Daredevil. I never teased or disrespected his condition and, disrespecting him because he's blind. But fuck that, nigga. You didn't open up the door. You a disabled motherfucker. And you talking about a newly disabled motherfucker as if you ain't disabled. I don't want to be disabled. You understand what I'm saying? All praise be to the Most High God. Please, Yahweh, continue to bless me, strengthen me, and put a hedge of protection over me and my loved ones, right? But if I had to make a decision on losing my vision or losing my hand, man, you know what it's going to be. Let's get into the content with Munchie B, man. This dude is crazy, man. How you go call a motherfucker something? Homie, you all the way fucked off. Remember I was telling y'all, hold on. Remember I was telling y'all about that division and homies inflicting violence upon homies. This nigga's the direct result of that. He's the poster child for it. His people got up on him, even though it's reputables in his set that knew the play that was going to be executed against him. They didn't forewarning. See, Munchie B is the big bad Inglewood super blood, right? You can't be that much of a super blood and reputable when it's G's and reputables in your set that knew they was about to come holler at you. And they ain't try to forewarn you. They wanted you to be, they wanted Munchie B out of there on Steve-O. For those that know, they wanted Munchie B out of there. They wanted him gone. And not because he was a super gangster and all this. They said he talked too much. They say he made it seem like he was more than what he was. You feel what I'm saying? They say he was, he had more bark than bite. And a lot of dudes went fancy and went too, they ain't think too highly of the dude. So that's why when it came time to put the play down, put that demonstration down on him, they looked the other way. They ain't get on the call and say, hey, blood, listen, whoopty whoop. No, they wanted him out of there. And still to this day, it's a lot of Inglewood family, reputable Don moves that want Munchie B out of there on Steve-O. Man, it ain't no deceit to what I'm saying. This real. They want him out of there. Now they feel like he's not a proper representation of IFGB on the internet, engaging in these internet antics. So if somebody say, today, man, I'm ready to go get up on him. A large portion of his homies gone. They want him out of there. They want Munchie B to be inside one of them thinner names, if you know what I'm talking about, at the front of that church. They want to come celebrate. They want to put on a red and go get some designer big chains and come out. And it's like a family reunion. It's like a Damu reunion. But we don't really give a fuck about the nigga that's the subject. We don't really give a fuck about the nigga that we're here to remember. We don't give a fuck about him. What we give a fuck about is this camaraderie and me putting on this all red khaki suit with all the enemies whacked out and just having camaraderie to be amongst other Damus. It's a fashion show now. The nigga that's up there laid in that box, man, we don't really give a fuck about that nigga, but we do give a fuck about the homies being able to come together, take pictures, create memories and all this and all that. This is the actuality of reality. If you can't catch up then baby, catch on. Let's get back into the content.
I wish I could give you a hand. I mean, I wish I could help you out in this situation, but you know what I'm saying?
Not funny.
But you know what I'm saying? You in trouble, B team.
Pause. Munchie B just referred to 4 extras, a rolling 40 neighborhood crib, as B team. But this is the same dude that got offended when I ran some content on him and I was saying cuz this and cuz that, so on and so forth. But you just called this dude B team. I ain't never heard you refer to 4 extra as B team before. It shows you motherfuckers will come and have a picnic of sorts to kick you when you down. Stay mighty, stay strong, stay sharp. Don't put yourself in no compromising situation that can result in motherfuckers feeling like, oh yeah, he down. We on his ass now. You ain't never referred to this dude as BT. So now that he done lost a limb or a digit, I think the digits is the fingers and toes. But now that he didn't, you know what I mean? Everybody want to come and kick him and make a spectacle of it. Like, this is crazy. Why niggas ain't had that energy 3 days ago? Why y'all went on that 3 days ago? Especially you, Munchie B. You work at no jumper. It wouldn't have been nothing for him to, what's cracking, cuz? West Side 40s. What do you, and you would, what's going on? Who is that? Oh, no, I ain't, man, get your weird ass up out of here, homie. You the same dude that let 607 a character, J-Cat, disrespect the B team. I can't say in your face, but in your immediate surroundings. And now you coming after 4 extra because he's disabled? Nigga, you disabled too. So maybe I should start coming at you. I should turn it up on you. You snitch ass nigga. You trick ass nigga. You undercover motherfucking, what they calling people? Transsexual chaser. Oh yeah, we know about you, partner. Yeah, people know about you, partner. We just don't feel that it's really necessary to come on here and just totally emasculate you. Totally come on here and just fuck you over. Use an undercover homosexual. Use a snitch. Confidential informant. Homie, you got a lot of shit on your plate to be trying to come after somebody and make jokes and mockeries of individual situation. Like, come on, bro.
Hey, look, I got a little joke, right? Look.
Oh shit, Munchie got a joke.
What did the robber say to 4 extras during a robbery? Hand it over. Yo, we going funny. Oh, hey, no. I got one more. Hold on. What did the young lady say when she approached 4 extras in a party? You look bomb. I don't care if y'all think it's funny. I think it's funny. Yo,
that shit ain't funny, my nigga.
They talked all that shit on Bloods. It did. They say the dude that he's supposed to punch Stone in the county jail and put a carrot in his buns was supposed to be like a disabled Hoover or something. But now you disabled and not a
It's all happening too fast.
Nigga, you disabled too. And since we going off of rumors, speculation about him whooping somebody down and sticking a carrot, you know what I mean? And you get what I'm saying? Now we got to re-explore what they said about you, bucko. They say they whooped you down and put some peanut butter in your ass. You know the county, you got to get that thick ass peanut butter that's like cemented and rub that motherfucker like 150 times, like, you feel what I'm saying, so it can loosen up. And they in there like this nigga in the corner sleep with his butt out. And they start squirting peanut butter in his ass. Oh, how quick people are to forget. That's why I say, man, be mindful, be cautious, and be responsible with your actions and your words. And know that karma is real, homie. This shit ain't no game. Karma is real. I didn't already express and said we are living in a time of revelations. The spiritual forces, the cosmic energy and all that governs us under universal laws. Oh man, it's active. It's real active. I knew certified head busters coming up in them projects, like, right? They be busting heads for sure. Y'all know how it is. Not just in the projects, but from my projects to your hood, right? Known for busting heads. 10 years, 15 years, no jail time, thugging in the streets. It took people a long time to get their karma, but not no more. Dudes is out here doing things, engaging in certain things, and karma hit them like boop. So we really got to be mindful of the energy that we put out, because it's coming back almost instantaneous in certain situations. Homie, this shit ain't no game. This shit real. But let's get back into the content, man. I'm gonna share this one right here because Demon Time Exotics, in partnership with Whack 100, is speculating and saying that that faux extras may be facing criminal prosecution. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if we can go back. Boop. Right here. Let's go down. Let me see. So they got this one right here that says faux extra surgery update, fingers gone, vision ills, whatever. I don't believe that one. I think that one is bogus. I think it's bunk. But hold on. I want to say this before we get into this, babe. Whack 100. That's the type of nigga. When that nigga say, when that nigga Whack 100 said nigga go to jail, you can bet your bottom dollar a nigga may be going to jail. He said they was gonna get Big U. He even said other people was going to jail on and off the internet, and they went to jail. So now they're speculating, saying that faux extra is about to go to jail behind this, and it's a strong possibility. Let me give you my perspective, my reason why I say it's a strong possibility. Number one, he's on high control parole. Number two, having certain illegal, well, not certain illegal. If you got illegal explosives, nigga, that's against the law. And you on camera with these motherfuckers, my nigga. You talking about you gonna blow a nigga house. You know what I mean? You talking about you about to blow some shit up. Somebody gonna get blown up today and all this, and all that as a parolee, as a felon. You got illegal explosives in your hand on your page, talking about you about to blow somebody up, nigga. That's a crime. PJ Crip. That falls up under guns, bullets, ex-con possession of firearm, ex-con in possession of ammunition. Nigga, that falls up under that. If regular citizens, regular civilians that's not on parole or probation and haven't committed any felonies, if it's illegal for them to have it, nigga, what you think it is for you? And you taking this motherfucker and you all on social media saying this, that, and third. Now let's just say what Wack's saying is true. And they do try to criminally prosecute faux extra because allegedly one of his partners got a portion of his face blew off. They got all the evidence that they need. They got all the evidence that they need. Self-incrimination on the internet. Nigga, now ain't the time to be doing all this and doing all that. Nigga, we see that they document and record all this shit that we get on here and say. By evidence of motherfucking, what's the name? Big U, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and a lot of other people who are not social media commentators or social media presence, that personalities that come on here and be saying certain shit on social media, and the feds or local law enforcement go and say, hey, come on up out of there. Yeah, we got you. Oh man, you did a lot of shit. And a lot of shit that you did a lot of it on social media. We got you. Come on, don't fight, don't run. You may be able to get some bail, maybe. You may be able to get bail. We probably put in a good word for you. You feel what I'm saying? To get you some bail. We got to be mindful of what we putting on the internet, homie, on the rental deals. But let's get back into the content.
fucking M80 lost his eye, ear, and half his face.
Damn.
Man.
Fuck him. They ain't gonna charge him for him.
Yeah. That's almost like if we was to compare it to a different type of weapon. That's like if you tried to shoot somebody in the face or something. You know what I mean? You cause that damage.
So that is like if me and you went on a robbery and you got killed on the robbery, they gonna charge me with your murder.
Yeah, with the unalivement. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like almost an attempted unalivement. If you lost an eyeball,
now your brain is spinning.
Yeah.
This nigga whack.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Instead of it, then keep talking about the figures.
This is wild. So, one thing I was thinking when I seen all these photos of him on the stretcher and him standing there holding this in his hand, I wonder if he's thinking about this. Like, dang, that's like blowing your hand up, shooting at somebody, but just like you couldn't even have had the gun in the first place. So it's like, yeah, I hurt.
He's still on the fingers. Chuck ain't thinking on private.
No, what I'm saying is he thinking about the charges that he's about to catch? Like I was saying,
of course he's not, because most people don't know about a charge until they catch it, and they go to court and realize, of course he's not thinking about it. Everybody running around with these motherfuckers in their backpack ain't thinking about it.
Hey, Wack, JT the bigger figure though, he had put out that he think that the wick probably burned up too fast.
That ain't what happened. Like, listen, ain't no wick burned up because that ain't no wick. A wick is something that you make by twisting it. Toilet paper, things of that nature. It's simple what happened. The only time you are in control of a firework is if you are controlling the firework, right?
What the fuck?
If you got one nigga hand blowed off, the other nigga face blowed off.
This nigga say the only way that you could control a firework is if you in control of the firework. The fuck that means? This nigga crazy. Hey, listen, homie, we got to take protective measures and preventative measures when lighting fireworks, homie. Most places where you go to get fireworks, they give you like something that look like an incense. You supposed to use that. What the fuck is you doing? Every year, there's thousands of young men, kids, who boom, they hand fucking with them M80s and cherry bombs, man. What the fuck is you doing? And according to Wack narrative, it's like, come on, hold on. Let's slow it down. 4 extra hand is gone. To me, that's not funny. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna laugh at that. 4 extra hand is gone. So that's an indicator that he was what? Holding that motherfucker. A part of his homie face is gone. That's an indicator that he was what? Potentially light that motherfucker. Right or wrong though. It's like, my nigga, why the fuck is y'all lighting an M80 in close proximity, allegedly in an enclosed environment, like it's a motherfucking Philly blunt? Like, you know how you trying to get that motherfucker lit and a homie come and cup it and you get a little closer so the wind don't, like, what the fuck? My nigga, think about it. 4 extra hand, gone. Allegedly, one of his homies' eye fucked up, fucked off, and fucked over ear, gone. Part of the, he just fucked up, right? So 4 extra hand gone, that's an indicator that he was holding that motherfucker. And his homie face is disfigured and fucked up. That's an indicator that he had the lighter and he was like this trying to light it, right? And that motherfucker, bloom. Let me know in the chat what you think. Cause that's what I ascertained from this. Like, God, my nigga, your hand gone, part of his face fucked up. How the fuck is that possible? Unless you holding this motherfucker. And this nigga lighting this motherfucker, but y'all tried it a few times. You know how sometimes you trying to light that stem and it goes and it burns out and that motherfucker gets shorter and shorter. So instead of getting a new M80 or new cherry bomb, these motherfuckers may, I'm just theoretically speaking, these motherfuckers may have still been trying to light that little bitty ass stem. And when they got down to the bottom, to the nitty gritty, it was a motherfucking Animaniacs cartoon. That shit is crazy, my nigga. Man, I don't play like that. Hey, my nigga, you want it? No, fuck no, hell no. You want to like this? No, hell no, fuck no. I remember this female that I used to go to school with, like, you know what I mean? She her people lived in the projects. So she like, I'm in your hood, all this and all this and all that and all that, right? She's like, pull over, pull up, come over here, come see me and all this. So I'm talking to her, semi-macking at her and all this, but her nigga right here. He come over there like, hey, my nigga, you want to like this cherry bomb? Man, fuck no. Nigga, I don't want to like no motherfucking cherry bomb. Nigga, I really want to fuck your bitch. I'm Stevie Walla Bean. Just keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm not like no motherfucking cherry bombs. I'm not like no motherfucking M80s. Shit, I learned from cartoons. What have happened if your ass don't pew fast enough away from that motherfucker? And when we watch cartoons, remember this: when we watch cartoons and cowboy movies with a villain, take the hero and he'll tie him up with rope and all this and all that, and either have him on the train tracks, laid across the train tracks, or he either put dynamite on him. It either had a timer on it, or that motherfucker had a long stem to where he could light it, make sure that motherfucker was lit, hit it 1 or 2 more times, and pew. My nigga, these motherfuckers got stems like this. And then some of them, those green stems. And some of them, when you light it, it's boom. Like, no. I'm not playing with my life, my health, no, I'm not doing that. I'm too grown for that. My little homies, I may help you get a lighter to light some Roman candles, but I am not aiding and supporting you and light no motherfucking cherry bombs, no M80s, no M100s. Do y'all know what them motherfuckers is? Homie, them is quarter sticks of dynamite. This nigga is on live, bro. This nigga 4 Extra is on what I don't know if he was live, but this nigga's on a video with a half a stick of dynamite in his hand, making terrorist threats. Nigga was making terrorist threats. That's crazy. I'm a wooty woo woo somebody. It ain't funny. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the irony. This nigga say I'm gonna blow somebody's ass up. Somebody get blowed up today. My nigga, you just spoke a curse on yourself, my nigga. And it's not funny. I'm just thinking about the shit that Bosco was saying. Come on, bro. Let's get back and put, as I say, in 4 Extra defense, 4 Extra is a little challenge, homie. So let's not be too harsh on him. Let's not be too insensitive towards the brother, because we know he got a mental health disorder. He shows it every time he get on these platforms and whatnot. But some of y'all have an untrained eye. I work with individuals who suffer from mental health disorders. I have a mental health disorder, so it's easy for me to recognize, diagnose, and acknowledge. But let's get back into the content. That nigga I ain't gonna say that.
Bro, that tells you one nigga holding it and one nigga liked it. Do the math.
What?
Right?
What?
These niggas
That's true.
take these lighters and they keep it at base head cream level where they flick it and it's this long torch. If you light that motherfucker at the tip, you get your time. If that flame hit that motherfucking fuse in the middle, it's gonna go real fast. So if you got one nigga holding it and the other nigga lighting it, and one nigga looking back ain't paying attention, and you light that bitch mid-fuse, you get boom, face and hand. It ain't even hard to do the math.
Damn.
Ain't no nigga holding nothing I'm like, I can't control what's going on.
Look, I got this JT the Bigger Figure post up on the screen right now. It says, conclusion, yes, there are very clear signs that these were unsafe, potentially defective. Fuse is way too short. They look unregulated or homemade. May have been
First they unregulated, they're illegal.
Right.
That dog's unregulated. He's stupid. These are illegal. They've always been illegal.
Right.
He's totally ignoring the fact that 2 people are handling one firework.
But why though? That doesn't make sense.
One. Hey, look, Chuck, you got it.
This shit is crazy.
I'm trying to figure out why is one person holding it and the other person lighting it.
You ain't got to figure it out. I already told you.
This shit is, hey, listen, homie. I got a big homie. As a kid, that nigga used to like the motherfuckers. Damn, on my mama. That nigga hold him in his hand. One hand got the lighter, one hand got the motherfucking explosive, and he and throw it up in the sky, and that motherfucker cool boom. One time he was a little, you know, a little slacking on his Mac. He wasn't quick enough to, you know what I mean? That motherfucker went probably about this much away from his head and kaboom. That nigga grabbed his ears, that nigga grabbed his face, that nigga like tucked in and like, you know, turned. And we like, damn, did this nigga just, but he was all right. Never seen him fuck with them motherfuckers no more, homie. That's an explosive, my nigga. That ain't no firecracker. That ain't no motherfucking black cat. That ain't the little red Chinese firecracker packs. That ain't them. Man, that's explosive. That's something that you can put into something like that motherfucker, and it's gonna make it go kaboom. Man, that's an explosive, my nigga. This nigga holding a half a stick of dynamite. These niggas got a quarter stick of dynamite that's totally illegal. And they lighting it like it's a cigarette. My nigga, what's wrong? Let's get into this shit is crazy, man. I'm not doing no shit like that, homie, on the reels. Too old.
Nigga hand to be blown off, but the other nigga have his face to be blown off. You got one nigga standing upright and the other nigga leaning over. What is it to figure out?
I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck he thought he should be holding and not putting it on the ground.
Yeah, because you know, motherfucker could just been as simple as, hey, let me get a light.
I said the same thing when I seen these. I'm like, why are they so short? Even when we was lighting them yesterday, I'm like,
this dumb motherfucker said it can be as simple as a nigga said, let me get a light. Hey, my nigga, let me get a light. All right, for sure, big dog, I got you. Wait, nigga, what the fuck is that? Nigga, ain't like that. You want to light it, nigga, here you go. I'm not lighting that. The fuck? Hey, my nigga, let me get a light. In the stem like this. Oh, yeah, why certainly. Let me get you a light, my nigga. Kaboom. No. I'm not playing with myself like that. Like, no, we can theorize and we can... This shit, let's get back into the content, man. Wack said he going to jail. Wack has a reputation for saying niggas going to jail and niggas go to jail, bro. I'm not laughing about it. The brother's injuries is not funny at all. Him potentially may be prosecuted for this. That's not funny at all. What's funny is when Wack say niggas go to jail, niggas be going to jail, man. Oh, my mama. Come on, man. Y'all know Wack record, man. Oh, he going to jail. The feds investigating him. The feds coming for him. Hey, what happened to that AK-47 that the feds went in your house and got? How did you get off that case? Hey, the feds said they coming back. Man, come on, my nigga. When it pertain to Wack, me, I try to parry all problems unless it's just some shit that a motherfucker can't avoid. Because when that nigga say you going to jail, your ass is going to jail. I hope that 4 extra can be the exception. But as of right now, with the laws and the definitions and all this shit, the penal codes and all this shit that they bringing up, man, shit, it may be ugly for the kid. Let's get into the content.
Why are these fucking things so short, bruh? You light them, run away 5 seconds, boom, and they strong as hell.
Listen, bro, it's unregulated. You talking about why is these fucking so straight, so short? Nigga, somebody to make that shit in their backyard. Somebody to make that shit in the trailer. Assembled that shit and sold it to you. Why are these fuckers so short? That's like a motherfucker want to go buy some weed off the street and say, damn, why is this weed so potent? It's unregulated. It doesn't have to conform or adhere to certain state guidelines, regulations, and all this and all that. They make it, they produce it, assemble it, manufacture, whatever the fuck term you want to use, whatever word you want to use, and they distribute it. They don't give a fuck about the results and all that. What they care about is I can make some quick money. If motherfuckers is ignorant and if motherfuckers is stupid enough to see that this is short as a motherfucker for a stem for a quarter stick of dynamite, and you still want to play with that and like that, man, that's to your own, that's to your own detriment. This shit is real, my nigga. And if you don't believe it's real, you got a brother laid up in a motherfucking hospital bed getting pumped full of opioids right now, missing a hand. You got kids that they made the same mistake. That's why I don't understand how a 40-year-old man made this type of mistake. When you hear time after time around this time, 4th of July, either houses is blowing up because motherfuckers is going wherever they go to get the illegal fireworks, and they storing that shit as hot as a motherfucker. It's dry in there. It's not ventilated. And all it takes is one of them to go spark, boom, and all of them boom, 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 boom. This shit is real. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. Let's get back into the content.
Hell, man.
That's crazy, bro.
You gotta light it right.
What'd you say? You cut out, Wack.
Fuse always been the same length. You just gotta light it right. You got a nigga ain't looking with a
No, that ain't
flame,
true.
and
That
he
ain't true.
split that flame and it keep lighting it mid-fuse.
That ain't true. They shorten them motherfucking stems. They shorten them stems. Back in the days, the cherry bombs, the stem was like this. Them motherfuckers was longer. And that's the reason why they called it a cherry bomb, because the body was kind of small and the stem was long. Cherry bomb. The stem was way longer. Man, that's short. Man, I ain't playing with that. I ain't even play with the motherfuckers when I was a kid. Hey, little homie, you want some M80s? Hey, you want to check? Nope. I'm about to go down here to the homegirl. Well, she ain't from the hood, but it's one of my kin folks, little Kikiti, all this and all that. But her uncle used to sell the Black Cat fireworks. Everybody else had the red Mexican or Chinese red pack fireworks, red fireworks. Man, it was something about them Black Cat fireworks, man. Nigga, I'm about to go get me a lot of packs of Black Cat fireworks, nigga, and be popping these motherfuckers for the next 2 days. Man, I'm not fucking with no cherry bombs and no motherfucking M80s, nigga. Them motherfuckers is explosives. They use shit like that for demolitions and all this type of shit. And man, I'm not fucking with that, man. That's crazy. Let's get back into the content, man.
It's gonna burn mid-fuse on.
This is crazy.
Yeah, them ain't firecrackers. Even firecrackers, when
Well,
niggas
I said
start
M80.
throwing firecrackers out their hand, like I'm gonna throw a firecracker out. You know what I'm saying? You know how fast them bitches like don't even got a fuse really.
Yes, they do.
Not only that, if you fucking around in the wind like it was, and that flame gets to blowing towards the base of the fuse, it's gonna go right then.
Oh, yeah.
The gunpowder's right there. This shit, dude don't know what the fuck he talking about. He's totally ignoring there was 2 people handling one firework.
That's crazy.
Back in the valley.
He
So-
probably just trying to push his little.
Hey, Wack, I gotta ask you though, bro. Like, so what you think about this whole situation? People,
Hold on, I want to get what he put up right here. Penalties for violating the laws. These laws can be severe and may include misdemeanor penalties up to 1 year in county jail and/or a fine of $1,000. Felony penalties. Being that 4 extra is a felon who's on parole. Somebody said they think he's off parole. He's not off parole if he still got that motherfucking ankle thing on him. He's on some form of state or county supervision. Felony penalties. For possession of larger quantities of intent to distribute, penalties can include up to 3 years in state prison and/or fines up to $10,000. Felony charges related to injuries. If reckless use of fireworks causes injury or death, a person can face felony charges with potential prison sentences ranging from 5 years to life without parole. Whoa! Depending on the severity of the harm caused. This shit is crazy. We're gonna keep the brother lifted up in prayer, man. We're gonna share some more content too. We're gonna most definitely keep him lifted up in prayer, man. The brother made a mistake, man. But you know what I mean? To the brother's defense, man, the brother got the mind state of a 16-year-old. That brother ain't that sharp. I mean, he can, create this what is it called? Machismo, that rah, 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 and all this type of shit. You know what I mean? But the brother really got the mind of a kid, bro. Let's get into this content, man. So this is what they doing to 4 extras. Now, right here, you got King Peel, who's a individual who seems to be jealous or envious of faux extras internet social media success. He showed this picture, you know, indicating that the situation is real. Faux extras being taken out on a stretcher by the ambulance, the, you know, Los Angeles fire first responders. Somebody then created this, and look what they did. Faux extra comes back to the pod on Monday. They patched me up, my germs. I don't know what that means, but they created a GoFundMe.
Help a vibrant spirit heal after a tragic firework accident. Rayson brings joy and laughter to everyone around them. Recently, they were injured in a firework accident, and the mounting medical expenses are becoming overwhelming. You can play a crucial role in their recovery from this tragedy. Your support will significantly ease their medical burden. Join us in helping them heal. Donate now.
We're going to read a few of the comments. This is posted by Lupe Gotti, 4600. Lupe Gotti says, my brother needs support. Thanks to everyone who's been sending well wishes. I'm sending well wishes. I'm not sending no dollars. I'm a single father. I got kids, responsibilities. I act in a manner of a responsible adult. A motherfucker shouldn't have to finance his foley. Nigga, you fucked up. You did some dumb shit. You got to pay for it. Why do we got to come out of our pocket and endorse and sponsor your medical bills and help you with, like, nigga, you fucked up. You did this, but you the big chili man. And I don't mean no disrespect by this. I'm just keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you. He about to run it up. I'm about to break the internet. I'm about to get it back. I'm about to cause destruction. I'm about to do this. Verdant Avenue, bitch. Where your money at, my nigga? Why you want to take money, or why are you requesting to get money from us hardworking individuals who may be living from check to check, who got real responsibilities? And being that we have real responsibilities, we act and we behave in a manner of responsible adults. You got out there acting like a teenage kid, homie. You did some stupid shit. You played a stupid game and you got a stupid reward. You got to deal with that. A motherfucker shouldn't have to come on here and go fund you no motherfucking money. You talk about how you get money and you this and you that, and you doing all these promos and you on Adam 22. Adam 22, your friend, he ain't stepping up and say, you know what, faux extras, you done made me a lot of money. When my podcast, when my platform was going under, you resuscitated it. You breathed life back in it, so that 20-some thousand that you need, I got you. See, it always in tragedy, in misfortune, that you see a lot of these niggas who say that they balling and they got the bag, they don't really be having it. Just like cats that get 1,500 and they go blow it on some shoes or an outfit. But unfortunately, when you pass away, all this money that you was displaying on the internet, all this money that people thought you had, you ain't even got no money to bury yourself. You ain't even got no insurance. See, that's the thing, homie. We be so obsessed with looking rich that we really don't take the necessary steps to become rich. And in situations of misfortune, we see, man, that nigga ain't really have it like that. That nigga was popping it. Or that nigga was notorious for mismanaging money. He was stupid. But let's get back into the content. Lupe Gotti says, my brother needs support. Thanks to everyone who's been sending well wishes. All I'm sending is well wishes. God bless you, brother. JU 400-2023 says, how he gonna count the money? That's not cool. But hey, that's on you. Melantech says, better do a car wash on Vernon Avenue. The Cream Lynn says, of course, Adam won't pay for it. Funny by Nature said, God will humble your ass real quick. Master Noble says, call Vernon. 239 Thule says, so he's looking for handouts? Too soon. My bad. 7 Uy _V says, the fuck is the Wounded Warriors? What the fuck is this? The Wounded Warriors Project? 1 Just one, just I don't know what the fuck that is. Off the back, we not donating. Damn, that's harsh. C-Mac, Mama Bear says, wishing him a speedy recovery and well-deserved peace. Well wishes from Crip Max, Mama Bear. Attorney Rosenberg said he's praying for him. Or Rosenberg said he's praying for him. Jimmer93 says he's really repping Crip now. Gift New Jersey said, I thought he was rich with all that gold chains and everything. D-Boy 909 says, prayers for the homie, man. The real Ricky Ricks says he literally did that shit to himself. He didn't even drink or do drugs, but I'ma donate cause I fuck with him. LOL. That's right, brother. God bless you. You in this regard, you're a better man than me because I'm not donating to a motherfucker's folly. I'm not donating to a motherfucker acting in the manner of a kid, an irresponsible child. Fuck no, you did that to yourself, and you got to deal with your motherfucking consequences. I'm gonna be empathetic, but I'm not going in my pocket and funding your stupidity. Fuck no, I'm a single father. Times is hard. James B. Kicking Rocks. He said on his dead homies and on his hood that somebody was going to get blown up and he will throw them in someone's house and blow them up. God definitely rebuked that nonsense. Damn. I think we already seen this. Let's go right here to this character.
Hey, Bradesky, tell Fo Nubs I challenge him to a handball match. Let's see who can juggle better in a real way. Hey, you see what happens, Bradesky, when you do the devil's work? You know what I'm saying? You surround yourself with people like Adam 16 in a real way. Adam 16 probably gave them fireworks in a real way. Bradesky, kaboom, this hand, there you go. Oh, Whiskey, you're done for, Bradesky. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a big bad wolf, trying to bully people. You see how you did 607? Kaboom. Now he need 4 extra fingers. You know what I'm saying? Call that man 4 nubs in a real way. Bradesky finna be walking like this. Hey, Bradesky.
You's a bitch ass nigga. You's a suck ass nigga. You's a pussy. And 4 Extra should have seized the opportunity to fuck you up and get that bag. Bottom line. But the thing is, cuz for all you social media niggas that want to, you know, make a mockery and you know, joke on this nigga, to all the social media niggas, I'll take cuz fade, Aaron the plumber, King Peel. If you niggas want to fight cuz on PJ Crip, I will get in the ring and I will fight you niggas for that bag on Steve-O. I'll take cuz fade. If you niggas want to fight somebody and all this and all that, I'll take the fade, cuz. And this nigga Aaron the plumber, didn't this nigga snitch on some niggas, cuz? Ain't this nigga's a documented informant? Ain't this the same nigga that got into it with Wack, recorded the phone call on some sucker shit, put it on the internet and said he was gonna make a police report? Man, shut your bitch ass up, you weird ass nigga. .607, I ain't gonna even play that. This nigga right here funny. This a funny nigga.
That's unfortunate as fuck what happened to 4 Extra's hand, blood. I wasn't laughing at blood, like, but the nigga said he was finna blow some houses in blood, like, the nigga said, like, nigga, off the back, nigga, he finna blow some houses up. All I said was, blood trademark off the bomb.
Hey, this nigga funny as a motherfucker, man. That nigga did say he was gonna blow some.
That's unfortunate as fuck what happened to 4 Extra's hand, blood. I wasn't laughing at blood, like, but
this nigga crazy.
The nigga said he was finna blow some houses in blood, like, the nigga said, like, nigga, off the back, nigga, he finna blow some houses up. All I said was, blood trademark off the bomb.
Hell no, this nigga crazy as a motherfucker. The nigga did say he was gonna blow some houses up.
This a grown ass man, bro. You big dumb bitch. And hey, I'm from the east side, cuz it is what it is. There ain't no disrespect to the set, but nigga, y'all know the Bloods and the Hoovers over there gonna be calling that nigga all types of crabs, bro. This nigga got a Larry Lobster. This nigga's fucked. You big dumb nigga. On Vernon Avenue. Now your fucking fingers is on Vernon Avenue, nigga. One's on Slauson, nigga. Now, that's one thing to bang blue, but nigga.
Who the fuck is this nigga, man? Denver, Colorado, featured on 9 News. That's this nigga right here. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, my mama. Yeah, that's what I was tripping off of, like, on Stevie. Me highlight and pin that. I'm gonna read a few of these comments, man, and I'm gonna jump up off this thing, man. Prayers is going out to 4 extras, man. I sent a multitude of prayers your way. I can't send you no paper, bro. No, fuck that. I empathize, but I don't sympathize, and I'm not merciful. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you did some stupid shit and you got some stupid ass results, my nigga. You gotta live with that shit. But just because you didn't, did this to yourself, that don't mean that it's over. That don't mean that it's over, nigga. You do some introspecting, my nigga. Nigga, shake back. Nigga, figure this shit out. Come back harder, my nigga. Show these motherfuckers that this doesn't define who you is, and this isn't going to deter you from being great in whatever aspect of greatness you wanna be great in. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, get your shit together. Nigga, come back and do what it is that 4 extra do. But just be more intelligent about what it is that you do, my nigga. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read some of these comments. With homies like these, who need enemies? With homies like y'all, I don't need no enemies. With homies like y'all, nigga, don't need no enemies when you got homies like that. Oh, hell no. Let me see. Top of the top, Ken, folks. Much love and respect to everybody in the chats and everybody that's viewing this broadcast. Black says, right, but it's clicks over morals for these cats. Yeah, man. Some content ain't worth making content of. Spirit Wonder says, dudes is really scared of 4 extras on the reels. That nigga didn't have these niggas terrified, homie. Coming up in the projects, man, shit, man. I knew some dudes that had some dudes that was terrified, and when they met their demise, them niggas, certain niggas rejoiced. They was happy. Shit crazy. Like I say, on the reels, Black, today me, tomorrow you. Let's be grateful. Let's be conscious that tables do turn and karma is real. OT Lil Looney, what's the dinner there? You say much love, cuz. Keep doing your shit. I appreciate it, Ken, folks, and I will, man. We about to elevate. We going up from here. Word is bond. 2026 is about to be crazy. What? Man, it's about to be crazy. Yeah. Take that. That complex is crazy. That complex is crazy work, cuz. On the reels. We got to get it together as one. We do. Black says, all the while, both sides have the same struggles. Big facts. Snake Ass Eddie Boy says, at Slime TV, at Bobby A. What is the dinner there, man? Salutes to you as well. Slimeball TV say, in all product. Slimeball TV say, Snake Ass Eddie Boy, salute. Slimeball TV say, it's that saying. When they drain you, they flush you. Now everyone want to flush out his flaws. Yeah, that's crazy. Akita 7 Times TV say, I think they the most divisive. Look how most of them talk on the internet. Yeah, that's some crazy shit, homie. Akita 7 Times TV says, I used to watch Young Ant, but he's getting messy like the rest of them. Hey, listen, and I'm gonna tell you this, and this is word is bond. That's on everything that I love and hold dear. If you ever feel like I'm getting off track, or so on and so forth, and you have a realistic gripe, correct me, homie. I'm not too big to be corrected. You feel what I'm saying? So if my shit ever become diluted, watered down, messy, and rooted in the drama that has us, still at odds and all that, man, correct me, holler at me on my mama. I'm not beyond reproach. Frank Nitty says, salute Bobby A in the chat. Salute to you too, King. Kane Too Fly say, preach, young dog voice. Dummy Dodger say, Wendy Williams is bonkers, cuz I'm just saying, like, Wendy Williams ain't give a fuck about the source. She ain't give a fuck about the legitimacy of the accusations, the allegations. She didn't do no fact finding, no research, none of that. She just boom. I heard this and like, come on, man, that's crazy. Akita says, happy Sunday to the tribe. Likewise. Black says, Ant uses Wendy Williams hot topics in his intro. Oh, I'm glad you're seeing that. That's an amazing correlation. I ain't even see that. I like that, homie. I like that. Black man, I fucks with you, man. Hey, you know what, homie? Next month, I'm going to ask y'all for a favor. For those that really fuck with the content. If we can have some type of meeting, whether over on Zoom or whatever we got to do it. I want us to get together and send some money. Well, I'm gonna do it next month, regardless, with y'all or without y'all. But I want to send some money towards the brother. When the police unalived his son, and he took matters into his own hand because he didn't trust the judicial system to hold their own accountable. We got to support that brother. Imagine if you was wronged in that fashion by that system, right? And you took actions as any black man should in that type of situation, right? And this system tries to crush you. Now they're trying to give you the unalive penalty. That brother needs support. That brother needs to be able to count on his people to keep his spirit high. So if we got to get him commissary, or if we got to, put some money towards his legal fees, whatever we got to do, homie. We got to support brothers like that and not all these other weird ass niggas. That brother is technically a fucking political prisoner. Y'all did that to that man's son. That man was clinically insane. You know how I know? Because I went through it. When I lost my baby boy, or my boy, my son. You understand what I'm saying, homie? Losing somebody like that, it fucks with you mentally. That brother wasn't in the right state of mind. That brother was grieving. That brother was blinded by his grief and his loss. So for them trying to give him the capital punishment, we can't allow that to happen to that brother, man. And if his trial extends into 2026, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna support that brother in some shape, form, or fashion. They did his son wrong. That man was clinically insane. He wasn't fully aware of his actions. He was blinded by rage. But I'm gonna get off that. Akita 7 Times TV say, agree. Bobby Ye, they been having internal conflict for a minute. Gemini is about communication, so the gossiping from Ant doesn't take me by surprise. That's heavy. The age of Aquarius, our genetic makeup is changing. That's what I was saying on the reels. Johnny Robinson say, man, if I don't fuck with you, I don't want you around me. Yeah, real shit. Holy Spirit equals radiation. Johnny Robinson says facts. What's up at Frank? Anthony Covington says, preach, Bobby. I'm going to read 5 more and I'm going to get off this thing. Social media is making these niggas look delusional. That's from my partner RS. Akita 7 times say Adam 22 is they Yeshua. Anthony Covington. Anthony, hey man, everybody that comes back and support this platform, this channel, hey man, I appreciate y'all. And we going up from here, man. Thank y'all for even providing me with thought-provoking topics and thought-provoking subject matters that I can expound upon and that I can research and that I can learn from. You feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man. For real, I appreciate y'all contribution, man. The original neighborhoods allow foreign entities to influence their practices to the point where the foreign entities have become intermixed with the community. Baby Love Substance says, hey, hello, friend. Peace and blessings, Queen. Anthony Covington said, divide and conquer. Baby Love Substance says, to you as well. Frank Nitty said, salute, Baby Love. Anthony Covington said, with intermixing comes intermingling, so customs are picked up, taught, etc. Spirit Wonder says, Exfo is a hook. Slimeball TV said, hey, I'm a Damu. I don't donate. They got an account on GoFundMe. He's still a brother black. Let's stand together or fall alone. This is a start. I'm not giving no money. I give knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, empathy, some suggestions to enrich the quality of your life, brother. But I ain't giving that nigga none of my money. Man, I'm a single father. Man, I got light bills. I got internet bills. Next month, my baby going back to school. I am a single father. Man, I'm not giving that nigga not one dime. And I don't mean to sound callous or insensitive. He did that. That nigga fucked up doing that stupid shit. I'm empathetic. I understand. The brother should, get some level of compassion. But my compassion is not tied to my pocket, bucko. Fuck no. It's not going to happen. I'm not disrespecting you, brother. I'm just expressing. No. Not one quota, not one iota. No, fuck no. Any money that I have to go to my kids. I don't have no money to fund a nigga's ignorant decisions. No, fuck that. For those who do, I commend you. For Shigadell, do your thing. But I'm not doing no shit like that. I'm gonna read 5 more and I'm gonna get up off of here. Off of here. Dummy Dodger said, Del Devil is stupid, cuz like Munchie just be on some bullshit. And Munchie has still neglected to answer those questions that I asked. How do you get paid from being from Inglewood Family Gangsta Bloods? It's a lot of us who are associated, affiliated, and part of gangs who would like to get paid to be from our sets, long as it is not rooted in anything that's dishonorable. Well, we like to get paid to be from the set. Nigga, put us up on game. Who signed your checks? And what was the other one? I forget, but that nigga ain't answered them. So it's all good. It's all gravy. Anthony Covington, not Matt Murdock of Hell's Kitchen. Akita 7 times said Munchie B ain't blind for real. Nah, hell no, that nigga partially blind. That nigga receiving that motherfucking disability check, but he better cut out that bullshit. Cause somebody gonna call the Social Security people and tell them like, man, look at this. This nigga ain't blind. You know what I mean? So calm down a little bit, Munchie, man. You don't want nobody to put your Social Security in jeopardy. Akita says he getting that check, laughing my ass off. Johnny Robinson said, man, these streets so watered down, brother. Brothers better get a trade or change your career path. Baby Love Substance says, stay blessed, beautiful people. You as well, sister. Johnny Robinson says, when gangs just care about having the numbers, it can never be any real unity. I agree with you. Brother Mookie Moore says, Munchie B said today 4 extra reports and turn in reports as well, just like he does. What? Pause. Hold the fuck up. Mookie Moore says, I don't know if this is true, but when I get off of here, I'm going to go do some researching. So this isn't anything that's concrete, or this isn't anything that has been substantiated. I just want to put that disclaimer out there. I don't want to be the person that they say, oh, this nigga's now circulating false news. Like, no. At this point, it's speculation. But Brother Mookie Moore has shared and said, Munchie B said today, throw extra reports and turn in reports as well, just like he does. Damn, that's crazy. Who is these incompetent degenerates working for? Is these incompetent degenerates employed by the city, or are they employed by an agency who is employed or receives some type of funding from the city? Because if this is a representation, these guys right here, of the type of individuals that the city elects to hire from these destitute communities, these war-torn communities, that speaks volumes. I didn't know that. I'm gonna research that. Maul said, you act just like the people you claim to hate. Hold on, let me highlight that. You know, I'll put it off. Whatever they say about me, I put that shit up. You know, yesterday I accidentally clicked on a comment on my player partner. I didn't mean to do that. So if you seen that, Ken folks, I didn't mean to do that. But, you know, I highlight the negative things that they say about me. So I hope it's no harm, no foul. Maul says, you act just like the people you claim to hate. You don't know what's going on in their hood. That's why your message won't get across. Okay, Brother Maul. Anything else you want to add to that? At one point in time, I was like a super active gangbanger. And I know that a house divided cannot stand. It don't matter what the fuck going on in the hood, you fucking imbecile. Hood politics is hood politics, you stupid fuck. You don't have hood shit going on in the hood, and you go over to the enemies and tell the enemies, oh yeah, my homies killing, unaliving each other and doing this and doing that. Like, no. It's certain activities that transpire in the streets, in the hood, that should not meet the internet. But you must be one of them lame brain ass niggas that just wanted to come on here and get some acknowledgement. Here you have it. You've been acknowledged. Get your stupid ass up out of here. Forgive me, I shouldn't have talked to him like that. I'm tripping, man. Let me compose myself. It's just ignorance. And niggas coming on this motherfucker with like, nigga, like, there's no merits, there's no substance to what you're saying. And if you're talking from a standpoint of a civilian, you're not entwined, you're not engaged in that subculture. So shut the fuck up. Nigga, the fuck you mean? Nigga, we don't smut the homies on the internet, especially righteous homies that don't got no smut on them. We don't do that. We don't broadcast our dirty laundry for the world to see. Johnny Robinson just posed an amazing question. My thing is how they really beefing with each other and they are co-workers. That's all I'm saying. How you niggas got all this hate and resentment towards one another and y'all know where each other is at handling business. On these days, he's here. On these days, cuz is here. Like, come on, my nigga. Mike D say anyone that puts peanut butter or carrots in a man's ass while they're out cold is a homo grapist. I'm not gonna put nothing in a motherfucker's ass. You know what I mean? The dudes that I done knocked out going towards their ass, putting anything in their ass, taking anything out of their ass, never crossed my mind. You gotta be you know what I mean, a perverted motherfucker to even think, oh yeah, let me put some. Like, no, my nigga. I told y'all about a fight that I had in West Valley Detention Center. When I dropped him, I tried to grab his arm and boom, break that motherfucker, but the nigga was quick like a cat. So we could start back fighting. Bam, boom, bam, bam, and that motherfucker squabbling. The nigga hit the button. The motherfucking deputies came, then shit, they sprayed us, and you know how that shit go. Davo says 4 extra let Adam 22 diss NAC in his face too. Damn, that's crazy. Johnny Robinson says at Davo, Adam 22 diss everyone's hood, knowing they care about staying on the show, so they never press him. Mike D said if someone did that in the USP, they would become deceased. Mike D says never heard of a place where ass play is celebrated. Shit, man. I don't. Mike D, I don't know what to say. The section that I come from, we ain't into ass play and all this so perverted, twisted, crazy shit. Like this is crazy. But I think I know where it come from. Back in the county jail, when dudes ran across their enemies, the enemigos, they used to cut their hood in their faces, like carve their hood in their faces, or slice up some of their tattoos, tie them to the bunk, subdue them, tie them to the bunk, whoop them with shower shoes, and just do all type of inhumane things to them to degrade them so that they can never come back from it. I think that's where it came from back in the days with them older niggas doing all that perverted, crazy, twisted ass shit. Mike D said, Johnny, shit is weird, right? Johnny Robinson said, it's a different day and age at Mike D. Hakeem Hulu says, goofy niggas do goofy shit. He a goofy, dumb crip doing goofy shit for attention. For reals, for reals. Yeah, I ain't even understand when he was out there with all the essays, and he was trying to kick somebody's hand. Like, the fuck is you doing, my nigga? That's clown shit. Nigga, your dumb ass up off the ground and nigga, shape up. Nigga, shape up and nigga, be vigilant. Nigga, we out here. Forgive me. Davo says, at Johnny Robinson, yep, 4 Extra told Adam 22, watch his mouth, same way Munchie told 607 Masakila Lewis says, peace to the God, King. Johnny Robinson says, at this point, people be fiending for likes like it's dope. I agree. I'm gonna go down here to the bottom, read this last 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Northern Califas homeboy says, I fuck with your channel, man. I appreciate you. I fuck with the Northern Raza, man. I fuck with my NAs, man. Shout out to the NAs, man, that be, doing a thing that don't take a prejudice and racist stance against blacks. We fuck with y'all on the rental. So the Northays is cool as a motherfucker, man. I remember when I first met the Northanio brothers, man. Them motherfuckers was cool as a fan, man. You want to run into some cool ass Hispanics? Them Northay motherfuckers is cool as a motherfucker, man. Shout out to the Northay. Remember that song? Don't fuck with the Northay. Automatic gunplay. Get shot. Get the fuck off the block. Don't fuck with the Northay. Automatic gunplay. Man, that was one of the first Northanio songs that I heard, man. It was kind of cool on the Renadales. But let's get back into the comments. Anthony Covington says, do you know that created the video game Assassin's Creed based off this Moorish assassination group? I'm trying to remember the names of the group. It starts with and H. Is this group was more of a Are you talking about the Hassan warriors? The hash warriors? They used to smoke hash and then go out in other live motherfuckers, because that's where the word assassin come from, if I'm not mistaken, from the motherfuckers that was smoking hash over there in the region that we call the Middle East, and they was going out there just, yeah, homie, on the reels. Mo's TV Reloaded says, Fat Rat from Hoover used to violate his ops in a real way. Yeah, I heard about that. I just ain't want to say certain things and offend, certain tribes. Dark Corner says, I ain't giving that stupid son of a to I mean, I can dig it, man. I can dig it. My computer about to die, man. I gotta get up off of here, man. Anthony Covington says, Righteous Group, I believe they had affiliations with Mansa Musa. Shout out Northern California. Akita 7 Times TV says, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Dark Corner said, I like those Spanish ICE agents, the real MVPs. I'm not going to get into that. Well, maybe on another broadcast. Anthony Covington said, I'm not sure what series of Assassin's Creed, but I believe it was one of the original series. I never played Assassin's Creed. Akita 7 Time TVC, the Black Sufis in Africa. Hey, y'all be blessed. God bless y'all, man. I pray that you had an amazing yesterday. Hope it was spent doing something that was exciting, fun, and family oriented. Without further ado, man, that's my time. I may go live a little bit later. God bless y'all. Stay blessed. 2 Black, 2 Strong. We all we need. We all we got. Let's live in peace before we be forced to rest in it. And with that, I'm going. It's your player partner, Bobby WAJ. Love y'all, cuz, for reals.